Hello, welcome to today's workout, workout number 3 in the series. I hope you're all well and happy in these uncertain times. I've had some good feedback. People have actually been doing the workouts. Either they've been doing it on their own or adding it to their training that they're already doing, or some people have told me they've been doing it as a family and had quite a lot of fun and a bit of a laugh doing that. It all makes me very happy to hear. So today's workout is going to follow a similar format with 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds rest, repeated for 8 rounds. We've got some quite tricky exercises today. The first one is a press up, which is a hard exercise. So the one I'm going to be using, the version I'm going to be using, is going to look like this. Go down till your elbows are round about a right angle, or your upper arms parallel with the floor. See, I'm keeping quite a rigid body for this. That's a difficult exercise, so you might need to build up to it. So some possible ways to build up. One way is to change the angle of the press up so your body is a lot more upright, and you can do this by leaning into the wall. So if I just take a big step back from the wall, I'm going to press up like this. And as you progress with that, you get lower down the wall, or you go to the back of your couch, do it on there, until eventually you're ready for the next stage. One thing to note with press-ups is as you're pushing, you don't want to have your elbows up coming at a right angle from your body. You want to have them tucked like this. So if you was going to push something, push a car or something, you would have your elbows down. You wouldn't go to it and push like this. So this is more of a stronger pushing position that's kind of on the shoulders and involves more of your chest muscles. So another way, if you're not ready, still not ready for this full press up, will be to drop onto the knees there. Then you're going to pivot from the knees and do the press up. Or even you could actually go back further and just add a little bit of resistance like this. For the full press up, like I mentioned earlier, we need a rigid body. So you don't want to be flopping around here. You don't want to be sagging in the middle. You don't want your bum up high. You want it like this. So I've got like a flat neutral spine. My abs are all quite tight. Stomach, belly button's pulled in tight at this point, and I'm ready to do my press ups. Next exercise is a little tricky today, is flutter kicks. So for this one, again, it's important to engage your core, which is all the muscles responsible for keeping you stable and upright. And if you don't get this right, you feel it a lot on the lower back, and it'll even hurt your lower back. So don't carry on if you got it like that, if you feel it like that. Work more on your technique first. So you have a natural curve in the lower back here. If you can fit your hand under there, and then pull your belly button in, twist down press down your chest, and you'll squash your hand and just tuck your pelvis up a little bit. So now that's flattened out the natural curve in the lower back, and we're ready to go on. So then I like to have my thumbs underneath my bum like this to keep my pelvis slightly tucked as well, keep my coccyx off the floor. While you're on a hard floor, you'll need some padding, either a yoga mat or a thick towel or something. So then I've got my core engaged, lower back flat on the floor, and I'm ready to do these flutter kicks, they're called. And if they're too difficult, you might either need to rest for just a couple of seconds and then get back into them during the interval, or you might need to shorten the leverage by bending your legs and just doing a smaller movement. Okay, so that's flutter kicks. Next, you can stay down because it's going to be a glute bridge. So this is going to work the muscles that you sit on, your glutes. I need to pull in my knees a bit further there because you want your shins to be more or less vertical at the top of the movement here. So I'm going to thrust up, squeeze my glutes, dip down a little bit and repeat. Again, if you're feeling this on the lower back or anything, there's a little technique issue. It's hard to get the right neutral spine, they call it. So you're going to go up, squeeze the glutes, come down again and up. Pushing through the heels. You don't want to be going up on your toes, pushing through your heels like this. Okay, so that's the next one. And if you're really good at it, you might want to have your hands up like this, just to make it slightly more challenging. Then we've got a sort of sit-up crunch variation, same starting position, same flat back on the floor like we've been using for the flutter kicks, and then just going to put your hands on your thighs and push up to your knees. So you're just curling body up for this one, squeezing the abs here. You're just going to get to your knees. Look straight up so your chin's not too curled over, and that's your version for this one. Okay, so if you've done the warm-up video first, then we're ready to get into this one. Going to start the first 20 seconds, which is going to be press-ups, in 3 seconds. And go. And rest. Next interval, we've got the flutter kicks. So you can be getting into position, flattening that lower back on the floor, get your hands into position and go. And rest. 10 seconds rest. Next one's going to be the glute bridges, so you don't have to move far. 3, 2, 1, go. Pushing through the heels, squeezing the bum at the top to make sure you try to feel the exercise working the muscle. You don't need to push up too far, no further than sort of straight. And rest. And we've got a crunch or a sit-up. And off. Rest. We're going to be back into the press-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Flutter kicks next. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. Going to be going into the glute bridges next. 3, 2, 1, here we go. rest. Next one, sit-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. And rest. So you have a rest, a little drink of water, and repeat the whole thing as many times as you can. Then going to refer to the cool down video for a stretch afterwards. Thank you, well done.